Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Paranormal Swamp Talk. We have our special guest is Shannon Rogers. We also have Parathug Beth Allen co-hosting and Ricky Hellard co-hosting with me tonight. Howard is on sabbatical for about 6 weeks. And Scotty Too Hottie had some family things he had to do, so he may pop on later, but if he doesn't, that's okay. We'll see him Friday on the Unholy Trinity. So, welcome to the show. Shannon, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still laughing from our backstage conversations. It was
I'm innocent. I plead the fifth.
they were epic. Okay, my name is Shannon Rogers. I'm out of Fort Worth, Texas, but I live in Virginia now. I got into metaphysical a long time ago, about 2011, 2012. And, I learned that I was an intuitive empath. I started learning about spiritual things, just energy and the respective energy and spirit. And then I went on my first investigation over 3 years ago and I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. And so I started doing paranormal investigating. Then I started doing events and networking with amazing people like you guys. And basically, I just have a passion for it. And I love to meet people and talk to people like you guys. And I love you guys. I don't know what else to say except for that. It's like I just love this is a very big passion of mine. It's instilled in with who I am, and I live my life this way. So Beth knows.
I don't
So,
know shit. I do know this. Dear Facebook user, please give StreamYard permission so we can see who you are.
Yes.
oh, I should probably get on the comments. My
Joanne
bad.
Stewart, hello. I love you. I know that Facebook user is either Ernie or Denise, possibly Leanne, because it says hi Biff.
Oh,
I
what up,
love
y'all?
them. I love them. Love them. So,
Irene,
oh, there she is. Hey, girl, how
all
are
the way from
you?
Japan.
Scotty,
Nipple.
where's Scotty Too
Oh,
Hottie?
I'm worried about your butt cheeks after that damn night you had at the event.
Oh. Hey Ernie and Rachel.
Ernie.
Hi, Ernie. Rachel.
Yeah,
I
I
love
do
you
know about
guys.
Shannon. I'll go ahead and I'll tell you the wonderful things about Shannon.
Keep the bad
Um,
out.
it was picture it, December 13th, 2019. There was a show out called Wicked Woman Show, and I was driving in the back of Todd Eskew's truck doing an interview with Shannon Rogers from Fort Worth, Texas. It was sisters at first sight, and we just kind of took it from there. I've done a few different things with Shannon. We've investigated some great locations together. She really loves what she does, and she loves people even more. And I'm very proud to call her my sister. She's got a very big
No.
heart, and we share a mom. So
Yeah. You're inducted into the family. You can't
yeah,
go anywhere.
lots of great memories have been made by quite a few of us together. That's and I think every single one of us that's on this screen right now, that's what we love the most about helping
Mhm.
not just the spirits, but building beautiful families. Love you, Courtney. That chick. Let's
Yes.
talk that chick too.
Yes.
That is the paranormal badass right there. She helps everybody. You don't even ask. She's just like
Oh
shows
yeah.
up. I'm like, "What's up, Courtney? Hey, did
Yeah.
you need a back rub? I'm gonna send it all the way from New York."
Courtney
But
is amazing. It's like
Shannon's
she
been through
knows
a
when to
lot.
check.
She
Yeah, we
does.
all have. She's like she knows when to check in and say, "I was just thinking about you. How are you doing?" I'm like, "How does she know? Like, how does she know?" And it's amazing,
Oh
and
yeah.
that
She
that
did
means
that
a
to
lot
me
to me.
recently.
Denise, you're showing as yourself now. You're good.
Yeah. Oh, there she
Hey,
is. Hey,
Chad.
Denise. But yeah, I was having a bad day, and Courtney, she's right in my inbox. I'm like, how'd you know I was down like
There's
this?
Yeah.
there's Leanne. Hey, sister.
Leanne.
Hey, Leanne.
Hey, Scott said, not me. I'm here for the hot paranormal women. Well, then you're not here for me, bro, because most days,
Whatever.
most days I look like a pack of
Don't
now
lie,
later.
Scotty. You're here for the jailhouse snacks. what you're here for.
I can't. I can't. Well, look, Shannon, Chad got
What
your
up,
name
Chad?
right.
Check out what?
He got your name right. He didn't call you Sharon.
I know. Look, I'm gonna have to put glasses on. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't see shit.
He did. He got it right. I'm impressed.
Thank you, Chad. I'll call you what I don't call you usually. I'll call you by your real name now. Thank you, Chad.
Woo, we got a lot of comments.
Yeah, I love the people that are showing up in here, man. It's like it's family. It is absolutely family, and it's like there's certain people when you make that bond. I mean, I couldn't imagine not being in the paranormal field or metaphysical or anything without. It's like it's family. My
Oh, yeah.
family embraces it and becomes family with them, and we do stuff together. It's like I could not imagine my life without. I do take breaks for my own sanity sometimes.
You
Because
have
we, as
to.
you know, as we all know, things get
Oh, yeah.
hectic, crazy, and the period drama, blah blah blah. We could talk about it forever, but we won't because we're talking positive tonight. But I do take breaks sometimes. I just kind of, retract, and then, I'm a Cancer, I'm a crab, but then I'm like, no, I start feeling like I'm not supposed to be here by myself. I need to get back out and be with my
Yep.
people and connect with spirit again. So that's really important, and that's where I'm at right now. I went through a big move, and job changing, get my son settled in and everything, and now I'm ready to start get my feet wet again because I miss it. I really do, but build a good foundation with a really handsome, crazy guy who's over there on the couch. he's looking he's looking around like this.
He's like, what?
I
You
can
talking
can
about?
can I have this one?
Yes, that's a
We
good
can't
question.
hear you, but
Okay. Hello, Steve White. My name is Beth Allen. I would really love to address this, and I want to ask a question of you as well, sir. Are you speaking as in the fact of people that do paranormal live podcast or just lives and everything that happens because they have poor internet connection they say is paranormal? Is that what you're asking, sir?
so lost.
You're so intimidating.
No, I was like, am I in trouble?
Ooh, that's my brother-in-law. All right, hey, brother-in-law. Oh, live investigations. Same thing because I've seen a few people. I'm not saying nobody's names, but um, yeah, the it will being live will cause some issues, especially
Mhm.
when you're running equipment like Paralight, anything like that, REM pods, just like walkies will set it off as well.
Anything
Uh,
EMF?
yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
You
K2s, the
will
whole
have a
nine.
total dude,
Mhm.
bro. It's a demon moment with Wi-Fi
Yeah,
signal.
yeah.
It will mess with so much. It'll even mess with the recorders. Because just recently, I was doing audio today, and somebody made a Facebook call. I didn't know at the time, but you can hear the actual signal coming through on the voice recorder, like, and it went for a while.
Oh, brother Todd is here. Hey, brother Todd.
It's energy. Everything's energy. Hey, Todd. Hey,
Aw,
everybody.
What's that?
amazing.
I can see you in this chat, but I don't
Facebook
know
user.
who you are.
You gotta
Once
give
again,
permission. Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, please, if you have not, please click on the link so you may give StreamYard permission to show your name. If not, we can't call you by your name, so I may call you something that might be quite very bad, very bad.
And she might call you to reach out to you about your car's extended warranty.
Hey, Pat. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, Pat is part of RTL. She's amazing. Rachel is part of RTL, and they're part of
Hey,
Queen
Miss
Mary and
Pat.
everything.
Okay, they did click on it.
Sometimes it just I
That
don't
was
know.
Denise again?
Yeah.
Denise, I'm sorry, sister. Look, this is how we're going to do this. Every time before you post a comment, before you write it, put these nuts, and I'll know it's you.
Got it.
Oh goodness, have mercy.
And she'll do it because she's my sister. Nah, I know.
I love
Look,
the
hey,
investigation.
Steven.
So that's what we could talk about. So, what do you guys think about people being themselves and not pretending to be somebody else when they're doing live investigations? For instance, should you pretend to be someone or something that you're not?
Nope. I used to go live a lot. Who this Shannon bitch?
It was
I bet that is that. Oh, that's Ray. He goes like this across the room.
oh, that's funny. He didn't give
Yeah.
StreamYard permission.
You didn't give StreamYard permission, sir. I done got sidetracked. I'm a squirrel all the way. Oh, about being
Steven loves
yourself
us.
on live.
Love
Yeah.
you. We love you too, Steven.
I used to go live a lot, but I got into a predicament about a little over a year ago when I was live with some other people. There were things I didn't agree with. I kept putting Beth knows I kept putting disclaimers up like I do not agree.
Yes.
And it was just like it was an intense situation, but and at that point I was just like, so I just haven't gone live since during investigations, but I miss doing that because it lets other people, if everything's respectful and you're with the right group of people, it bring other people over into the field that were your friends. It can show people what you do, especially at events and kind of how you conduct things. So it can be a very big positive. But yeah, being yourself is very, very important. I just miss going live, but it's just so iffy these days because what you put out is what you put out.
Yep. And spirits know your intentions from the second before you even walk into the location, And that's the thing.
Amen.
People wonder why, when they're hyping stuff up and they're not being, genuine, why they're going home with nothing,
Yeah.
It's important to be yourself because I mean, why fake it?
You can have one person in the crowd. Let's just say the new guy who's skeptical and being sarcastically funny. If spirits don't want to entertain, they don't want to entertain that sometimes, and they won't, and they will
Right.
shut down. And it's
I call that don't be a dude, bro. It's like, dude, bro.
I mean, you miss out on so much. You miss out so much vital information during an investigation by going live. Is it cool to when you first get there? Hey, everybody, look where we're at. This is the team that's here tonight. If anything crazy happens, we'll get back with you. But
Right.
9 times
not
out
the
of
whole
10,
night.
we miss some really great experiences by
Oh, yeah.
worrying about showing off and
Yeah.
it,
And
it's
you're contaminating while you're live too, because I mean,
yes.
in there, you're
That's
whether
true.
you know it or not, your audio is contaminated because you done tripped your recorder to sound like it's sending more code out.
Yep.
Same thing with all your devices and stuff. I see it time and time again, and then people freaking out. Like, and I get it. If you're new, you learn as you go. Everybody does, but they'll be live and all the equipment in the floor is going off. They're like, oh my God, there's so much activity. But really, it's your phone.
The Paralanx
yeah.
finally went off while you're live, like 3 foot from your Paralive. It's gonna go off. That's what it does.
Yeah.
It picks,
Oh my
that's
God, the
what.
red light's going off. Yeah, you can fart and set one of those off. I mean, my shadow set it off. Never at Randolph. See that one? I literally
Temperature
walked around the
fluctuations.
back side of the room.
He was 2 rooms away and he was setting that sucker off.
We were about to throw that damn thing out the window.
Listen.
Sorry, Tina.
I had to yell at my team member and say, this is
I
defective.
get this thing.
I'm tired of it beeping and it not being ghosts. Shut it off.
Well,
It's
I mean,
spiritual.
and here's the other thing, and it's really, really sad. And unfortunately, it makes all of us that really just genuinely love what we do and want to share that with other people and open their mind up to a different consciousness and a way of thinking and showing them how beautiful this world is. It's just too much. They want it to be like that. Like, oh my God, did you see that? Did you see that? I sure did. Would you stop clicking your walkie-talkie that's in your pocket?
Turn the fucking flashlight off.
Oh, I've done that too. I hate I hate when people shine the flashlight in the middle of a session. Nobody's moving. You don't turn the light on.
So
No.
she sits over the corner like Dracula, hits her. She's like,
I mean,
Okay, can I talk about one of my paranormal pet peeves?
yes.
Words.
I don't go right or left on using things like apps. I've seen some really great stuff, but sometimes I'm like, whatever. I have mixed signals on that, so I don't really
Same.
have an opinion. But what I do not like is when I've seen too many times every word that comes out of either whatever app it is factual, and next thing you know, Jimmy fell in a well or riding a buffalo 3 years ago, and his grandfather was a slave, and he died here and was hung in the backyard by his niece.
We lost
Because
it.
But
that's
then
what this,
you
and it's
pull
like
a
that
record
is,
something happened.
yeah, it's like just because it says it, it's like I like to use the apps when things. Sometimes you just got to try different things. It's always you're gonna have still moments. Try different things, and okay, let's use this spirit box here. Let's use this app here, just to try different things to stimulate some activity. But just to run with everything that's coming across there, it's like, no,
Well,
Bob
that's
didn't
the
ride a
thing
bull in
too.
a well. It's like
Mine, that's the biggest thing when you're using ITC device. It's a form of pareidolia. You know, when you ask a question, you may not, logically think that you're expecting that answer, but realistically, you ask a yes or no question, you know what you want to hear as an investigator would come through on that. That's why I just try to, I'll use the necrophonic app at some of these like well-known haunted locations, and I've had really good results with it intelligently wise. By have them count how many fingers you're holding up, or tell you something that is factual, because like you said, there's so much shit coming through.
You know what I love to do? I like to do a counting sequence where I start with one and I keep counting and counting. And I tell beforehand, it's like, hey, we're going to play a game. I'm going to count, especially in old schools. And then when I stop, I want you to continue. Well, you get to 4 or 5. There's numbers just blurting out right and left, whether it's the SB7 or the S box or apps or anything like that. And it's like, it's really fun to interact that way sometimes. And it blows everybody's mind because but then you try to do something else and they're still blurting out numbers. It's like, they really enjoy playing that game for some crazy reason. But try it sometime. It's kind of cool. We did it this last weekend and it was really interesting. And they counted for like an hour. It's like, she's talking about different kinds. I see. I gotta wear these glasses.
We're gonna ignore that.
Hey, Jax.
Definitely. Well, and it's. I mean, so we all teach one another. We all find different things that work for us, and it's just like anything else. One spirit may connect to Shannon and not connect to me. But that could be vice versa. It may connect to me and not to Shannon. It may reveal itself and talk to me and not reveal itself and talk to her. So
hey, Beth said to pull her back in. You exited.
Back.
Okay, sweet. Hey, Scott.
Listen, I didn't kick you out, man. It said you lost internet connection.
No, all I did was stop the camera because I thought it was going to pause it because I had a birthday boy trying to come up in here in his drawers. I'm like,
is it Curtis's birthday?
It's CJ's birthday. He's 5
today. That's my buddy. Oh, we got to get him and Liam together. He is the sweetest. He always like,
hey, Shannon. I'm like,
and I'm always like,
he's a flirt.
He is, and it's so cute because he has your hair too, and it's just like he's so beautiful. He is such a beautiful child.
She doesn't know yet, Chrissy. I must tell her.
They cut it off.
Yes, you almost lost Curtis because I was 38 hot.
They cut it off?
They did.
How short?
You don't want to know.
Oh. Did they save it or donate it?
They saved it because we tried to donate it and it was an issue. I was like, look, that's why we're,
doing it. Yeah. No,
but
sweet boy.
It is what it is. You know me, it's a spiritual thing for me, so.
And he was so cute.
I know.
Cute. I'm sure he's still just as cute, but
him was pretty.
So do you think spirits connect more with women rather than men?
Depends on the spirit, the situation, and their story, and the person they're trying to interact with.
Yep, it's always a 50-50.
I think it's like, when you're dealing with spirit, it's like if everybody has their own fingerprint. Well, every spirit has their own story, their own way of dealing with them, their own, of, you know, whether it's an elemental, whether it's a spirit, whether it's a PK manifestation, everything is so different. That's why it's so important to really know what you're dealing with before you go and be rash and make crazy decisions during investigations, because you never know what's going to happen or what you're dealing with. Does that make any sense?
It does, but I think we kind of tossed around and discussed that there seems to be more females in the paranormal, on the grand scheme of count.
Oh, yes.
So I mean, it's kind of hard to gauge whether it's more women or more men, because if there are more women in the field, you know what I'm saying?
And
Right.
a lot of women tend to be more nurturing and empathic and sensitive. Just, I mean, not all women, but, just in general, tend to
Sure.
be more receptive to those kind of things,
Yep.
motherly. We're just
Naturally. Yep.
I
instinctively made
promised I
differently.
wouldn't get on this soapbox tonight, man.
Get on it, girl. Get on it.
I mean,
What?
Or it's like walking
okay, so,
situational too. If you walk into, say, I'm a male. If I go into the female side of the jail, shit's it's happened. Every time I go on the females ward at Crown Point, shit happens. They're uncomfortable with men's presence. It's situational too.
well, women, we are creators of life.
Mhm.
Howard.
I can't, Howard. We
So,
did not give you a break just to be naked.
we nurture
You
and
gotta know
feed.
who we
And, it is what it is. But, everybody knows and if the shoe fits, wear that bitch. That's all I'm going to say.
She'll
Um, Unfortunately,
help you rearrange it, won't you?
first off, I have a lot of brothers in the paranormal field, and I love each and every one of them, and they have been beyond supportive of me. I have a couple of father figures as well, and nothing but supportive of me and other women in the field.
Right.
But
Mhm.
there are a few names I won't mention, but as I said, put the draws on and wear them.
Right.
That it's just like from the beginning of time. Um, I truly believe that the Bible was altered, and it's the most paranormal book and most important book ever written. It was altered to leave out the very things
Oh
that
shit!
women did and the role which we played. So it's always going to be that we are not the weaker of the two.
We each have our own
So
role.
yeah, and everybody
Absolutely
brings
not.
something special to the table.
Yep. Yep.
Walk your path. You don't want anybody else's path, because trust me, you couldn't walk a day in my shoes. You'd be mad as
Right.
hell. Like, whoa, Beth, take this back.
Yeah. Beth,
Well,
you endure a lot, but you always come out fighting and a champ, and you never ask anyone for anything. And you're the most giving person I've met in the whole field. I swear you are just a blessing. And I'm
we're
Don't
the
make me
so,
cry
so
tonight,
happy.
Shannon. Don't you make me
I'm
cry
going,
tonight.
oh, it's
one of
early,
the most
baby.
fearless people I've ever met too. Honestly.
I
Yeah.
just love being, and I don't think people understand if they try it sometime. There's no better feeling than knowing that you made a difference and being selfless. That people were there when I needed help and I didn't ever have to ask. And if I can do that, I mean, we all of us on the screen, I'm sure, have at one time or another, we just really needed somebody just to say hello or how's your day?
Yep.
Give us a hug.
Absolutely.
So I always want to try to play that. But, and it's like, just come here. Just come here.
Girl, you get multiple video chats from me a day because we are like this. And, I'm getting that way with
Yes.
Chrissy and the way with Eileen. Like, it just, and I'm so
Oh
glad to
Lord,
spend more time
Eileen.
with Leanne.
I'm
Oh,
thankful.
Lord.
I'm very blessed. I have some pretty amazing sisters, and I can't imagine the way my life would be right now if all of them had not came into my life. You know, I mean, and my brothers too. It's
Even Chad?
Chad is saying I'm the only person that hasn't threatened to kill him. I beg to differ, Chad.
Oh, she may not say it, but she will find your ass, Chad. Don't mess with that.
Drop a pin, as Beth says.
Ever
Drop
hear
a
those
pin.
random knocks at night?
That's right.
Run.
I am also the voice of Shannon's GPS, so she has me everywhere she
Yes.
goes.
You guys have no idea. I have Waze, the Waze app, and Beth and I were on a road trip to Ballinger to Oak Park Hotel, and I found out playing with the settings while we were going that you can do voiceovers and with each command. So now my 5-year-old is like, turn left, bitch. I'm like, no.
Oh no.
Every but I can't let it go. So now he goes, oh, Mom's Beth's saying those words again. Beth's saying those words again. What? She's got a bad mouth, but he loves Beth. But yes, she did my voiceover, and I just can't change it. I don't want to because when I'm on the road, Beth is there with me. So and my mom loves it too.
What the fuck are you doing, bro? This
It's
ain't
interesting.
footloose. Sorry.
You better get road rage.
What's
Right.
No, there's a tractor coming right at me, and it looked
You say pretty calm in that
Well,
instance, and I would have
the
lost
It's like a
drivers
fucking chicken,
are out
bro.
today, man. They are terrible.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I drive every
I
day.
dealt with them earlier today, dude. I had to get home. I was like, I can't do this shit anymore.
Yeah, but I'm a city worker, so I drive every day. So I get road
Bad
rage
for you,
all
bro.
the time.
Chad, what are you talking
Oh.
about? So does Christy White.
Oh, what's even worse is when you're short.
Hey,
it's right
Jeff.
in your face.
What's going?
I love Jeff. He's a nice guy. Shelby, what's up? Rachel, honey, I can't wait to give you a big old hug, honey.
I know. This is the first weekend in since I've been here, I think, that I haven't got to see Rachel. And they live like
Where's
an
my
hour and
booster
45
seat?
minutes away. So, but
Where's my
I'm going to
booster seat?
Texas. You get a booster seat?
Okay.
Got a
You need
booster
it.
seat. What the fuck?
Well, I didn't say anything about a booster seat. You guys
Hey,
are
whatever. Have you
discriminating.
forgot about your little special cake feeding we gave you at Jeremy's and then your little booster seat?
We're
Hey,
doing
I don't
good.
know what you're talking about. What are you doing? What are you?
That was the
Oh,
best picture I
hey,
think
you
I
ain't
ever
supposed to
got
show
of
that.
you.
You mean
Denise,
like this?
Denise,
See
Ernie
that?
don't have on his sexy
You
draws
guys
today.
have a booster?
And my booster seat.
That keeps your butt fluffy.
A booster seat or a stripper pole? What was it? A stripper pole at the biker rally?
Hilarious.
Yes,
I don't know what
girl.
y'all talking about. I didn't see any
That was
kind of pole.
hilarious. That was
Oh.
hilarious.
I
I
thought you were
laughed
going to
so
kind of
hard.
pole.
stand pull down, bro. I thought that tent was going to come down laying on top of you.
I don't even know who that dude was. I've never seen that dude in my life.
It's your twin,
Denise,
my
Denise.
evil twin.
right? Oh my God, Howard, listen! I said it for you, Chrissy.
I know. Listen.
Is my Facebook user? Who is that? Still Denise? They didn't say, or is that Todd? Whoever it is, I love you too. And
I don't know.
I'm clearing up because I love everybody.
No.
Hashtag
Who's
thugs cry too.
Oh goodness.
Yeah,
That's
we've
right.
had some interesting times. Me and Shannon have dressed up in period clothing for an
Yeah.
investigation.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we've had some really good fun, crazy experiences from that RV park I was at when I first bought my RV. We were like, no, that was, I lasted 8 days there, and I was up and down the road quick, and Beth was there. She's like, yeah, you gotta get out of here. There was elementals, Native American naked women running around. We're getting pinched, pushed, pulled every which way.
Yeah.
We had those,
Yeah.
those lights outside. What are they called, Beth?
Oh,
Those
the
lights.
solar lights.
The solar lights. There were four of them. Two of them. There were two different brands, and they were going off in commands, like intelligently, to our conversations that we were asking it. And we were
I've
just
never
like,
seen that. Never.
I ain't never seen that. It was insane. Like, it was like, I think it's time to go. But come to find out, the people who had sold the place before the new owners had committed like a year and a half before that committed suicide and killed himself like 100 yards from where I was at. And then back in the 80s, it was a pig farm and auto
Yeah,
salvage.
junkyard. Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy was taking in homeless people and promising them that he was going to give them a new life and help them out. And he was getting insurance policies on them and killing them and feeding them to the pigs. I looked this up; it's not a lie, and I'm like, it
No,
was
I
so
was-
messed up. And it
No.
was where a Native American massacre was as well. So it was just like where the women and children were just. I mean, it was horrible.
Oh, I'm sure that energy was off the damn chart.
I had to go.
Yes.
I had to
And-
go.
And I was there with her when she was. I mean, we sat there. I have never seen solar. You know, the ones you stick in your flower
Yeah.
pots.
Oh, yeah.
It literally, they were communicating through those.
Oh, wow.
In pitch blackness. It was insane. We're just like, and then I had the bottom of my foot pushed the same time her leg was pushing, and we were running across inside the camper. I thought, Liam's up. We walked there, he's dead asleep. Like it was just letting us know. Like it was constant. 8 days. I said, I'm out of here. My neighbor, remember Billy? Billy had to get out of there because he started thinking about bad suicidal thoughts and negativity and everything. It was a bad area. Like I had to go. And what's so bad about it is when I bought my camper after I got out of that crazy house that I lived in that was on that show. And I thought, well, I'm going to get a camper so I can, if things get bad, I can move anywhere as I want. The first place I put the damn thing on the ground was a bad place. I said, I'm out. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing it. But the first place after that house was that situation.
And it was really weird, like, because of course, after we find out that the guy killed himself on the property right next to the laundry and wash house, me and Shannon are like, let's go.
Shit.
I
Hold
mean,
my beer.
Too soon? Nah.
Oh, really free balling it.
I'm here for some spooky shit.
I mean, there's nothing like you seeing us standing outside the trailer doing this. You see that? What do you think about that?
Dude, bro, what the fuck was that?
No, it was constant. It was like nonstop, and they wanted us to know that they were there and wanted to be seen. It was insane, and it was just like, okay. So I moved to like a resort on the lake.
Yeah.
It was like,
It's kind of sad too, because all those souls are trapped there. It's just like
in a chaotic energy. Yeah.
Boss Man has a question, guys. I think everybody can give their personal opinion. We'll start with Shannon.
I got to see it first.
It says, question, I know my thoughts on this, but I love to hear yours. When doing residential cases, do you think it's a good idea to ask potential client what their expectations are from an investigation?
Well, yeah, it's good in my opinion, I think it's good to know what their expectations are. You also need to let them know that you may not be able to deliver that, but you need to know their basis and foundation of why, not besides maybe getting scared and having the experiences, but what their outcome, what their projected ideal is. You need to assess how serious they are about it, the situation. Because I mean, let's be honest, a lot of people have residentials done, and I ain't hating them for it because they think it's cool. They want to have a team come in. They want to tell, there's many different scenarios.
right.
And so, yeah, it's definitely, and that's one thing when dealing with residentials is so different than like locations and events and stuff like that. It's like you need to do, in my opinion, that preliminary, interview, recorded. Those are so important. The questionnaires and all that stuff, and really see, because a lot of times you don't even have to get into the investigation. You're like, okay, well, this is what we're dealing with. We're not coming back. That's happened before. Like we don't really need to come back here. There's a lot of different scenarios. Some people have mental health issues. Some people are just wanting to get, paranormal's blowing up. Oh, look, my house is haunted. I got all these teams coming over. But then there's really people that need help,
Yep.
and that are scared. I was scared in that house. That's what drove me so far into the field is I was trying to figure it out. So there's people that really, what their expectations are. That's very important to know and find out. What are you wanting from this? How do you feel about all this? What's your actual take on and belief on what we're doing? And because that it all plays in.
So then have you ever said no to doing a residential based on that preliminary interview?
Beth knows. Over the phone preliminary, yeah. I was like, nope, this ain't good. Many times it was, you want me to come in this part of the hood, but I have to come at night by myself. yeah, no, no, I have said no. I think probably 2 or 3 times, but Beth knows. Beth was part of the conversations.
Yeah. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Beth Allen, the Parathug. And tonight, the music you're hearing in the background is Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On.
Is that my Eileen?
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
I can
got
only jump
mine.
on.
I
can
got all
only
the
jump on.
hookers are in the house. Like, uh-oh.
I can only jump on and tell everybody I love you. I'm like at 4% on my phone trying to charge it, and I'm about to head to the other house, and there's no
Oh.
internet there. But I just wanted to tell y'all I love y'all. Mwah.
I love
Love
you,
you
honey.
We
too.
love you too.
Well, except
We
that
love
one
you
that's
too.
like over there, the short one. I don't know about him too much.
There's a few of us kind of short. Oh, him. Okay, gotcha.
I think
No,
we
so-
saw
and
that
then-
At the bottom of you're being painted at Bell Mansion. That picture freaks me out every fucking time I go there. Eileen just on the wall painted like.
Like a French model, huh? I love you, Eileen.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just didn't want y'all to think I
No.
was ignoring y'all. So, but I do love y'all, and some of the people in the chat, minus Todd and Ernie. I love y'all.
I love you,
we
sister.
love you too.
Mwah.
Call me tomorrow.
Okay, so now I'm off, so I'll be able to call you tomorrow.
Okay, love you.
Love
All
y'all.
right.
Bye, baby.
Love you too. Ricky,
Hey.
so what's your take on that question?
Hey, Eric, I'm not ignoring you, honey.
With everything Shannon covered, because it is the number one thing that you ask the client, because you have to know what they want out of the investigation. That is important. But then again, you have to let them know that even though you're there to investigate, you may not get answers, because it goes into how I look at spirit too. You know, they may be comfortable with just that family there. And with new people coming in and out, just like any location, looks like going into a room full of strangers, people are going to be like, who the hell is that? And they're going to be looking, and, you know, I think residential, you do have to talk to get their, you know, what they want out of it, and tell them what, you know, your goals are as well, and conduct the investigation from that. But I also think it takes more than 1 or 2 investigations. It has to be a, you know, a routinely thing, because activity happens whenever activity happens. Just like fishing, just because you cast a line out don't mean you're going to get a bite.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A
Exactly.
lot of, and a lot of times you get those people that are like, it right off the bat, you can record, you can put this on YouTube, you can make a documentary out of
Right.
this. And it's like,
Private residence for a reason, y'all.
yeah.
Well, and, you know,
Right.
that's why, you know, because I'm Beth Allen, I ask the hard questions and I don't give a damn. I have a 50-page intake packet before I will take a client. Most of them, unfortunately, there's some people out there that are really in need, but my favorite one is I'm talking to them on the phone. So will you be bringing your filming crew? No, I won't, and I won't be coming to your house.
On the next episode of Ghost Hunters.
Yeah, I'm
Steve, that was a great question, Steve, though. Thank you for asking that.
Yeah. Because Shannon and I have gotten burned in a situation where we're trying to do the right thing, and Shannon and I both knew what the situation was, and we got told there wasn't one.
We
No,
were
there's-
asked to be brought in, and we did it because we cared. It was from the heart, and it was this is the situation, because it was way more dramatic, and it's just like, you know, and not to hate on anyone, it just happens sometimes, and it's just like, see, when your heart's involved and invested, it also makes you so vulnerable at the same time.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because if you look at the statistics of our field, because majority of people think, you know, especially with TikTok, TikTok, I love it. It's a love-hate thing, but people see that, or YouTube, oh my God, you know, I'm going to get in, I'm just going to do it for the YouTube views, and their intentions aren't pure, you know, it becomes an attention fest and stuff, and then that leaves us, you know, the ones that actually care about what we do and getting the answers, left with a bad rep, you know.
Ooh, Steven.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with just doing YouTube at all. Because I know some amazing. Matter of fact, we just became acquainted with Forgotten Explorations. They were amazing kids. Ray just signed them. Like, they are amazing. Yep. They're young, but their likability factor is good. Their respect for spirit is amazing, and they're YouTubers, and they're just amazing. But everybody, it's all about intent.
Intent. Yep. Intent.
What did you say, Stephen? Do I need to come out there?
He says, I have an elemental problem. Need you to come to New Mexico.
Oh, Shannon, those are your favorite ones.
You saw my face, didn't you, Beth? I was like, elementals. Those are the ones that are really, really hard. Because in my opinion, it's not the same as connecting spiritually to a spirit or an energy. It's a different kind of entity, and I don't like that because it's too unpredictable for me. But it's also a challenge. I just need to have someone like Beth. So Beth, if you're up for a trip, let's go fuck up some elementals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I tend to leave them alone.
Yeah, I do too, because you can't just like make them go away.
Well, no. The
They're
best
on their
thing
own
is to,
playing field.
yeah. I mean, it depends on what kind you have and why you got them, and
And if
I
it's
mean,
even elementals, if it's
yeah.
even that, yeah. I just
There's
it's
something
different
you
energy
don't play
field.
with.
Yeah.
They seem to be kind of curious about me though in certain situations. Like, oh, what's this bitch?
You mean would you like to know with or without a weapon, Rachel?
Oh shit.
Because I've cleared a building with Shannon before. Just saying.
Shit, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I've done it before too. I've had to clear a building in Georgia. Oh my God, I'll never forget it.
We were by ourselves. Yes, ma'am. I remember that. She's like, click, click. It's like, I think, I mean, honestly, with Beth, it would probably be Old Park all day, every day. I mean,
Oh yeah.
there's something special and unique about that place. I love it. I've been there 22 times in a little over 2 years, and it's very special to me. Connie and Dan are very special to me. The people that I've met from there, I wouldn't have met if it wasn't from there. And it's just the activity is so interactive. And Beth and I, we have a great time there. We have fun. And Connie and Dan, they have fun with us investigating. And so that for sure. And there's many more locations we're going to be hitting up soon. But
That's where the black beaver was born.
yeah, the Black
Scotty's
Beaver
jamming
Badger.
down there.
I'm annoying my daughter. She's sitting next to me.
Aww. You guys go to get Aiden?
Yeah, we're here right now. I mean, McDonald's. We have McDonald's.
This question was asked the other night. Do you think a spirit might take revenge on someone that murdered them? I guess this would
McDonald's?
depend.
Oh yeah, you get the
I don't
McDonald's?
know. Take revenge on. I mean, that's
That.
situational. I mean, it's potential. Yeah, there's a great
Oh, yeah.
potential for that, Steve. Absolutely, there's potential. Like I said, every situation is different.
Yeah.
I don't see why one would not want to, or at least
Yeah.
the people in that, or maybe not even that person in general, just have that anger and want for revenge and reflects it on anyone that comes into that location.
Yep.
It's projected onto. So maybe they can't get to that person. I think there's a time period in my opinion, of the spirit manifesting and growing into their, I guess, spiritual powers on the other side. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense at all? Like,
It does, but my take on that
a spirit to mature into, yeah.
But it could be that they haven't even crossed over yet because they have things left undone.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not that they can't come back, but they're not ready to cross over until they solve either dealing with why they were killed, or having closure about the murder, or letting someone know that they were murdered, or who murdered them. I mean, there's a lot in that question. That's a loaded question, Steve.
Yeah,
Very much so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a great question. I mean, it really does make you wonder and think. If somebody murders me, I hope to come back as dark and evil as possible, because, to be honest, I just want to make their life a living hell. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'd want to get revenge. You take my life, I'm ready to take yours.
Look, it's a cannoli.
Oh,
she said,
I like
"Look
cannolis.
at the cannoli."
I like cannolis.
Hi, Eric.
Hi,
I mean, and just another thing too, one of the things that, and I won't take long on this one. With crossing over, you can't force a spirit to cross over that doesn't want to cross over. And then once you cross them over, it
Amen.
doesn't mean they can't come back. They have
Amen.
free will and may roam wherever they wish. So
Yep.
this
That's
is a
why God
public
gave us
And
free
don't
service
will.
be
announcement.
crossing over may end up in your house.
I mean, I really need a microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a public service announcement. If Beth Allen sees you in a building saying that I am crossing over everyone, she will call you out and tell you you're a fucking moron.
Get the fuck out now, quick. And then you got Christy in the background. Listen, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, no. I can hear her.
And then you got the other sisters. Uh-huh.
And Christy trips out that damn holy water and she goes down on that damn spirit.
Damn right I do. I don't go without my holy water.
Oh. I make you douse me in that shit when we leave the jail.
Yes, you did.
One thing I don't like, if we talk about crossing over, is that when you are at a location that is a known event location, that's why we book it right there. When there's people that show up and going, I'm going to cross them over. Like, that is not your job. That is not, you invited here to do that. You came here for a specific reason because there is activity. It's not your place to even try to attempt that or show other people that they need to do that.
Right.
Against
Yeah. It's not their place. And
that.
shut up, Stephen. You just want me to start making jokes.
So I want either any of you guys. So what do you think about what Irene said? Even after a cleanse, you can't fully get rid of what you have, is what I usually say, because it calms down, but not 100%. I don't
agree to that.
I don't agree with that neither.
I don't either. In some situations, but not all.
It depends on what you're dealing with. Yeah, Shannon.
Right.
What
Right.
Shannon
That's
said.
right. It all depends on the entity, I believe.
Like, I really can't answer that because I've never done a cleansing, so.
Well,
You straddle the pole, though.
House and I feel something still there.
Okay.
That's when I just call
Okay.
Howard to have him fart for me. He'll on a house real quick. Like
Okay,
that.
so I got to have my Kevin Hart moment. Okay, all right. Okay. All right,
Take it,
okay.
girl. Take
All
it.
right, okay. So unless you, there's a list of people that have, and I don't like titles, but you have people that are ordained. And, one of the things that I grow extremely tired of hearing is people that are not priest, shaman,
Demonologist.
trained demonologists that are recognized by the church,
Right.
or
We've had this
other
conversation.
people. You are not getting rid of demons. I'm not going to I'm going to
Making
shut
it
up
worse
now
with what they doing.
because, for instance, you can't say, "Hey, demon, you suck," and they don't disappear. It doesn't work. You don't have that kind of thing. When you cleanse something, you're cleansing for negative energy. Sage does not get rid of demons. It clears
Nope.
negative energy.
That's all it does. It's an energy thing.
It cleanses your space.
Yes.
Okay, Channing just sent me a GIF in Messenger. And she said, it says, when your friends ask you about your views on spirituality, and the meme goes, or the GIF goes, listen here, you beautiful bitch. I'm about to fuck you up with some truth. That's Beth right there.
That's true.
Channing, you're awesome. Channing
Now
and
we're
Jennifer, I love them.
again with Howard slapping cheeks.
And we probably have to educate people as well. We have, if I hear demon or Wendigo one more time.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. And another thing, you don't just wake up one day and be like, I read a book. I'm a demonologist. Come here, demon. I mean, you're opening yourself up And not only
I mean,
yourself, but other
Hate
people around you
Shannon.
for bad
maybe,
problems.
maybe it was a chupacabra.
no. Everything I hear is wing. It's a Beth. It's a Wendigo. What? Do you even know what a Wendigo is? It's a demon.
Hey, Beth knows for a fact that I do speak out when people say it's statement. I'm like, no, it's not. I try to stand out on that stuff. So when they did that show that I did on that Travel Channel and Discovery Plus, I wish I never did it.
I had to cleanse myself
They
of sin.
they said on there when Shannon saw the demon, I'm like, I never said not one time plain demon, but that was so upsetting to me because I speak out so much against false claims of demons that they were like, when Shannon saw the demon, and I'm like, that really bothered me because I'm like, no, that's not what I'm about at all. Beth knew I've talked about that crap for months. How pissed off I was.
Stephen, it's killing me right now.
What did
I
he
have a
say?
Wendigo problem, Beth Allen. And I know that's Todd. How does one become a Wendigo?
Ooh, boy, that's an interesting question
No,
right there.
Shannon was very when I watched the show, Shannon was very
Mhm.
honest. Now you have to understand, I knew what happened with Shannon. She shared that with me. She showed me, I was seeing the what do we
I
want to
took you to
call it?
the house. I took you
Yeah.
to the house.
I was seeing the residue that she was still trying to get away from. Not once did she ever use the word demon. Ever. Never. And it just goes to show, what TV will do to your story if
Amen.
you let them.
Amen.
Yes, Courtney.
Yep.
Yeah, if the camera was not on my mouth, if you happen to watch it, my voice goes up and down because they edited everything. We had to sit there in each location for like 3 minutes while they did that ambient whatever noise in the background, and they said it was for editing. So if the camera's on my mouth, I said it. If I didn't, they literally they were so disrespectful about the suicide situation because it affected some friends of mine. I felt horrified because we were supposed to have a watch party at their house, and it was related to them. And I was like, we don't need to do this. So we didn't. I was like, I watched it this morning instead of waiting, and I'm sorry, this is what happened. And I could have been more horrified about how it personally affected them. So,
Right. And that's the thing. Everybody thinks media, is all hunky dory. No, they do some stuff and they leave so much, stuff that's important out of these TV shows. And you go back and talk to people like some of the people from Ghost Hunters. They told me they left out crucial evidence to these locations that their investigations there that didn't even make the show. But they put something that's completely, not in, sync with what's really happening there. It's crazy.
I'm too hot for TV. And plus
yeah, you are.
my intro would have to be Chrissy, the very start of the show. Listen.
I'm too short for TV.
You need to get it together.
Scotty.
That's
What?
right.
You need to take the wheel.
I don't know how to take you so quiet, Scott. Man, you had me rolling that night at the biker rally. I hadn't
I
laughed so
know,
hard.
right? It's like, Scott, you calm down. What the fuck?
You
I don't know what
need
you-
to bring biker Scott back out some more because that was great.
Hey, I forewarned everybody. You get a little bit
sure
alky in
did.
me. Ooh, Jesus, take
Well,
the wheel. I even say it.
That was the most I've laughed on a podcast in a long time. I'm like, they got to do this again. Like,
Well,
You were
I'm
wild.
I'm so glad what I did can make you laugh.
me too, man. Like,
Every 5 seconds, Scott was like, hey, I want to see your boobs.
hey,
I
Shannon,
can't-
I'm gonna climb the pole for you.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what
I got messages from people I don't
took
even
2
personally
Viagra
know
in
about
5
Scott.
seconds.
say what, Beth?
I got messages the next day from people that I don't even personally know.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, hey, man, let's talk about your friend Scott. I was like, what? I couldn't stop. I tried. I wanted to turn it off. I couldn't. I was like, oh, Lord, I cannot. Then I got the one, your friend Scott, is he single? No, he's married. Then does he really have, what's that thing called? OnlyFans? Does he really have an OnlyFans, Beth?
Yes, he does.
And I said, from what I understand, yes. Do you have that information? No, I do not.
I do, but
I could
I
have
ain't
gave
put.
you that link.
I'm
Hey,
like, no.
that is me. I am the crazy little dude that will do anything and everything to make people laugh. And people don't understand that. Like when I go to Wetzel's, man, I that's what it's about. I bring out the fun and I make people laugh and I do stupid stuff. Even if it embarrasses myself, I'll do it because if I'm gonna make you laugh, that's all I care about. You can
It
laugh
was
at me. I don't.
epic. It
So
it was
Yeah.
epic. I enjoyed that night. I really did. I literally had headphones on. I was laying in bed next to Ray, and I'm like, I wasn't laughing out loud, but I'm like, my body was shaking from laughing so hard, and I kept little. I had.
I mean,
To,
I guess everybody's planning outfits already for next year, so this should be interesting. So
Oh Lord.
Sorry, I'm reading Steven's comment. Hold on.
I'm trying to read Eric's. Like I said, I can't see
Okay,
that good
Eric,
anymore.
Eric had a question. Question: do you think it's possible that maybe spirits, maybe just being on a different dimension, like how if you lived in one dimensional space, that anything that had more than one would be non-perceivable based on your own experiences?
I've heard this before.
I
Like,
would.
Wait, hold on, what?
So I think basically what he's saying is, do we think that like the veil is in layers?
right.
So like
I
they're
think so.
they're mirrored, and I believe they are.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I believe you can cross between the two and
And
connect
not
them,
know you do it. Right.
or whatever, however many layers there are.
Singing bowl in Montana, Beth. It's like-
I don't know shit.
yes,
Thank
Eric, absolutely.
My
Thank you
answer
for
is
tuning
just
in, Steve.
I can't prove it, so I can't say yes, but I can't say no. But I do respect the thought and the theory behind that, because at the end of the day, we don't have the answers, and we won't until we're on that other side. So
Well,
Right.
and here begs the ultimate question. Do we think that that's because, so we all, as paranormal investigators, ask some of the same questions, and we're looking for answers, and we're looking for their story. And let's face it, we all want to know what happens on the other side, right?
yep,
oh yeah,
What
yep.
happens when you leave the meat suit, as Beth puts it.
Amen.
Um, so do we think that there's rules where they're not allowed to tell us? Because nobody ever gets some of those answers answered, but yet they'll answer other things and they'll tell us part of their story.
yep.
They want us to know their story, a lot of them.
Right. But
It's what keeps them relevant, I think, in their own mind in a way.
I would agree. I would agree. But I mean, why do you think we don't know what happens after death? And we don't know when the end of time is. And we don't know what.
Because anyone that's been there longer than a few minutes didn't come back. So
Well, then, you have to look at people that,
at least not in the same meat suit.
once again, and like I said, I let everyone have their own opinions, and this is mine. You have to understand that people come back. Why do you think we have all these children that remember things that they remember? Some people choose to come back immediately, some people don't. There is no such thing as time.
Yep.
Yep.
And we are, eternal beings. Energy is eternal.
So
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a question for you, Beth. Again, this is how I feel about it, and then not saying it's right, but this is how I feel about it. I feel that before we come into this body on earth, that we choose our existence, our experiences, what life we want to live. Like our spirit goes, okay, I want to circle this time, or I want to, that's just I'm not saying I 100% believe in that, but I'd like to believe that we kind of get to choose our experiences. We don't remember them when we're born, but I feel energy never dissipates or goes away. It just changes form. And in my opinion, I feel like we can choose our experiences.
I think some people have, because I've heard, I've talked to people that remember being born.
Yeah.
they remember coming back and they weren't ready to come back yet. And I know people have told me that they chose their parents. So, I mean, I don't see how that, I mean, that whole situation that you just said could be very possible.
Yeah.
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 And they say like your birthmark. Everybody supposedly has a birthmark, and they say that birthmark is supposedly how you died in your past life, which is really odd because I have a birthmark right on my chest, and it looks like a bullet hole. I'm not lying. So that kind of stuff makes me wonder. Like
Right.
that is very possible.
Yeah.
Well, with me being a child too, based on what my parents told me as I was when I got older, growing up, I was telling them things as the past life, especially when it came down to the Civil War, the way I would obsess over things.
He's a little drummer boy.
I did some fighting, believe it or not, from what I was told by a well-known medium at the time. My mom and dad found out, but it's every time I go to Gettysburg, it's like a bittersweet. I don't know. It's weird. It's like I know that area, even though like the first time I ever went, even though I never went this lifetime, it's like I knew where everything was at.
It's
So
like you had a
it's weird.
personal connection to it.
Right, and it's just strange. That's what I love about what we do, though. You know, there's so many different theories. There's so many different things. You know, and that's what makes it so exciting and different.
And what if they're all right? What if they're
Right.
all right?
Right, you never know. It's
None of us, there's no experts in the paranormal.
Right.
I don't care.
No,
I don't
none.
care who puts that next to their name. I don't care who says they're a professional paranormal
Right.
investigator. Okay, we learn from one another.
Yep.
Period. And it's very feasible that all of us are right. Just saying.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Rachel, I love Rachel. That's my girl.
Stephen, if Stephen's still here, yeah, he looks like he might
Yep.
be. Stephen, is
Yep.
that the place that you all stopped at on your way home from Kansas? Because
I'm sorry I let you down, Howard. Thanks, Howard.
Howard, listen, what did you expect? You didn't think she was gonna do it good? Listen. It's the listen queen. She does a good job.
I want to address Chad's comment about pole dancing.
Oh my God.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but Chad, you couldn't handle it. I love you. Goodbye.
Shit just got real.
Let's just say Beth is going to be in a dress and high heels at my wedding.
What?
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm coming to that, just so you
Chrissy
know.
would own that fucking pole. She would work that pole like a hooker on the corner.
She is
I
in
know
the
I'm going
wedding.
to.
Of South Atlanta.
She's gonna be one of the stars of the show.
I'm charging
make
it.
me-
Hey, Scott knows how to work
$4.
that damn pole. He proved it on that live stream.
Oh, okay. Okay, Stephen. Thank you.
I'm bringing a tutu.
Yeah, Stephen, we're going to have a video chat about that, bro.
Uh-oh.
Why don't Steven come on?
Him's about to go to bed.
Oh yeah, it's probably his work week.
I love you too, brother.
I'd pay money to see that. Well,
Hey,
hell,
Howard.
we're charging for the
Well,
wedding.
yeah.
Which
And
part?
you can
Which
take
part,
us
Yeah,
all
Howard?
Chris, we need that cornfield and that blue face paint and that freedom.
Dude, I'm short. Maybe I should dress up as a Smurf and do it on the pole. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
Freedom Smurf.
heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Ernie and Denise were married by my favorite priest, aka the pimpin' priest, an exorcist at a haunted location, and she was drugged down the aisle with a bag over her head.
That's awesome.
I love them. They're great. I love them so much.
Howard, no, there will be no pole dancing, bro. I can't go back to my old life.
Chrissy's gonna have trampolines everywhere. Ain't that right, Chrissy?
I'm gonna dance on Scotty. What kind of weird crap is going on in here?
Who said that?
No, Scotty's gonna end up dancing on you, Beth. That's what's gonna happen.
Who said that? Who's gonna dance on me?
Howard, wait, Chad said Chrissy will have her own pole. You can dance on Scotty. You do realize I'm 5'7", bro, right?
That
And
is
I'm
awesome.
and I weigh over 200 pounds. You'll never find Scotty if I dance on Scotty.
Oh shit!
No, I
Yeah.
don't think I would be complaining. I'm just saying, like, you know, like, look, Scotty, I don't know. I heard he's having a good time. Yes, he is. Just leave him alone. You know what I'm saying?
I heard he likes to get his ass whooped while he's dancing on him. Just whack him around 2 times.
No,
I can't.
ain't no whipping. Nope.
Okay, Steven, I know what you're talking about.
I can't. I can't.
Again, I would pay money.
He's really
to
gonna
see
come out
that.
looking like a messed up Smurf.
Oh,
Scotty.
that's my friend Anita. She's having trouble with I believe that's my friend Anita.
I think
Sorry,
it is,
Shannon.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Howard's like, again,
Well, she was on my team, Direct Link Paranormal, but when it was Direct Link now, but yeah, she was one of the first ones with me with Tiffany and
Whoa, hold. Chrissy?
Uh-oh.
Chad.
Uh-oh.
what I
What?
do.
What happened?
You all right? I don't know. Where's your brother?
I heard Shannon. What did I do?
You didn't do anything.
What the hell?
I'm
Because
hot.
I'll do it.
Chad.
Oh.
No, Chad was listen. This is a formal wedding, so no. But Parathug's gonna look sexy as hell.
Yeah, she is.
And I'm gonna look sexy as hell being the flower girl running down with my tutu and my tiara.
I'm gonna have the bird out. I'm gonna let the bird fly.
Oh yes! I'm gonna be behind Beth going, "Yes, queen."
I'm going to be the drunk uncle in the back going, yeah.
You know, I think that Ricky and Scotty should both be the flower dudes
Oh
and
my!
play. And I want you to play Billy Squire, Stroke It. And
Fuck yeah.
I can't. Y'all, this
Dude,
is gonna be the most crazy wedding ever.
And that's
But if you
beautiful.
remember,
That's
you know,
beautiful.
it
it
is Anita, Shannon.
and fairy wings. I would put on the tutu and
Okay,
fairy
Anita.
wings and walk
Hell
down.
yeah! Hell yeah! We'd be
Anita,
fucking pick dust at people.
Anita, all you have to do is if you're having trouble giving permission to StreamYard, just put your name before your comment. And I love you to death, girl. You were there. She cleared the lake house with me.
That's right.
Ooh.
That is who that is.
She cleared the lake house with me, and that was that bad. You remember how that went?
Yeah.
And she did an amazing job, and we worked great together. And now she's on the road as a truck driver, but I miss her.
Denise, I'm only doing that for Chrissy, okay? Just know that. And Jason.
Should I bring my vacuum?
Ooh.
Well, now that
Ray
we
right now.
went completely off the rails, and this time it's not my fault.
Not mine. I'm just saying.
Let me see if
Every
I can
time
turn
I
this
see a
around.
vacuum, I cry. I'll be walking in Walmart and walk past the vacuums, and that's all I can think of is that show we had.
Ray's posing like a French model over there on the couch.
Draw him like a French girl, Jack.
Hold on, do it, baby.
The night we broke Ricky.
Don't hate fornicate.
I can't.
Well, Denise, honey, you don't have to be formal, but me and the wedding party will be.
She's like, this
Like
is my
Cindy
moment.
said, she rolls bougie. She's bougie.
Well, the bougie one on this one was Jason because he was like, "Baby, we're having a big
Hey, y'all.
formal wedding, and I'm in a tux."
My son's coming, so I'm going to jump off of here so I don't drive
Okay, it's
and
not
talk
your-
at the same time.
It's not your Anita. I'm sorry.
Right. Good seeing you,
Oh, it's
Scotty.
not.
We love you,
Love you
Scotty.
guys.
Well, I love you,
Scotty.
Anita, anyways.
Bye.
Bye, Scotty.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
honey.
Nina.
Hey,
Put that
brother.
dinner down, Scotty.
I do want to work with Mr. Smith. I really do. I really want to. I just want to have a I've always, ever since I saw him, I'm like, I like this guy.
Chad, you are not bringing any music.
Hey, was that
Absolutely
Enoch? I saw
not.
Enoch on there. Hey, Enoch, what's up?
Yeah, yeah. It's we all are very special, and I am
Window
a
lickers.
thug. But don't get it twisted. I'm a bit of a prude in certain situations because we never know who we're gonna have on here.
Mhm.
So I would like to leave it at certain things that I'm not gonna say or not gonna let other people say. And I have a car and I can drive long distances very quickly.
And she will do it.
She will. She has.
Yeah.
Probably, Steven. Probably.
Permission and load the codes to log in. That's weird.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's
Maybe-
streamer.
Oh,
They're always up to
that's
something.
that. Let me tell you why. She's trying to actually log into StreamYard.
Oh,
That's
got you.
Yeah, you don't log into the StreamYard. You just give StreamYard permission for comments.
Can maybe Courtney put the link in the feed to go on there and click it real quick?
Courtney, are you still on there?
Courtney, Jailhouse Snack is ringing.
I know. What's up, Enoch? So funny. It's like I knew him from years ago in a side way. I mean, like we did the same person from years ago from Extreme Makeover Home Edition. It was funny. Didn't get
What? What's she talking? Oh, that's weird.
StreamYard up to the shenanigans.
oh, just remember, Steven, I don't make threats, honey. I make promises. Just like I don't have haters, I have fans. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Chad.
Hmm.
But Steven loves me. He knows.
Enoch, yo. He's like, what I walk into here?
I miss Crystal and Steven. I haven't seen them in a while. I would love to see them and hang out, but I'm like here in the Northeast now. It was a lifetime ago. It was under fish.
Go to Pun 2, Paralanx.
Steven is a wonderful human being, and I love him. And I love Crystal too.
They have good hearts.
And they scared the crap out of me not too long ago. So I'm just glad that Crystal's on the mend and she's good and
Yes.
come back strong. And I love you, Howard.
All right, Howard, I want a divorce. I thought you loved me as well.
I'm waiting to see this toilet comment.
Right? No more vacuum treatment.
I seen Howard walk out of the temple in Kansas with a toilet in his head, literally,
Oh, hell yeah.
with toilet paper hanging all over it. And I was like, I can't. I'm done.
Oh, yeah, Howard owes me a toilet lid signed by him.
And you know what? Fun story about Shannon. She's got me and Steven so messed up. We're waving and honking at black cows everywhere we go.
Oh, my God.
You once you know, you can't unknow it. I'm telling you. Once you know, okay. This is the deal. I went to New Orleans when I was like 19. It was back in the day. It was in the late 90s or 97. And I was in a LTD station wagon laying in the back with a bunch of friends. We were going to New Orleans and I got lost from the group. I got mugged. All kinds of bad stuff happened. But on the way there, everyone was like, you have to wave at the black cows on a road trip. You just have to. Like, if not, you'll have bad luck. And so ever since then, I do it. And every time I see a black cow, I wave. So on road trips, I mean, one of my best friends, he passed away. He was 85. Irvin, bless your soul. I had him doing it. And it was just like, he's like, Chance, you got me waving at black cows. But and it was so funny because when we were on that trip to Kansas and through Oklahoma and everything, I kept, telling them, like, Steve was He goes, okay, we have to add something to it. You have to honk and wave at the same time. And I'm behind them in the caravan. And so, like, there's honking going on, waving. We're out in the middle of nowhere. There was a lot of honking and waving going on, but Crystal refused to do it. And
So
then
now,
they ended up having to turn around and drive hours and hours back to pick somebody up. It took them almost a whole day to do all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, you should have waved at the black cows. I told you.
yeah, yes, Denise, we do. We have a history with a black horse we almost hit leaving Brushy
Oh,
at 4:30 a.m. snowing, and I call that horse Black Betty, Bam Balam.
Bam lamb.
Yep.
That was the clip
We'll
of
do
your
a dance
butt
song.
suction cup to the.
Yes, that was the night that my soul was sucked out of my butt in a porta potty at Brushy Mountain.
Brushy Mountain.
She got stuck in it, Ricky. It air
I heard
vacuumed.
about that.
Mhm.
It was different.
An all new experience for
Let's
Parathug.
talk about the little airborne incident in the car, Chrissy. I had that Scott sent me that video.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that car said bam.
Listen. So, Beth, you remember when we came as a group to Waverly Hills?
Yes.
Well, there were 2 nights. Well, so night 1, some of us didn't investigate. We did night 2. Well, so during night 1, we all didn't want to just hang out at the hotel. So we're like, oh, well, we'll go find a graveyard. So I looked up a Confederate graveyard that was close to the hotel that we were at. Well, so we're like, who wants to go? So another investigator and his girlfriend was like, well, we'll follow. You lead. And I'm like, well, I got GPS. I don't know that you know how GPS is. It's quirky at times.
Very much so.
Well, so it takes me this back roads way, and we get back into the like city limits, but there's a freaking speed bump in the middle of nowhere. Listen, I'm running 55 miles an hour. Right?
Listen.
Oh hell yeah! She fucking hit that shit. Boom!
Up over that hill, and the speed bump was there. I mean, nothing I could do. So we went airborne, hit the ground.
Fast
And
and the Furious, Listen edition.
Everybody in my car hit their head on the top of the car but me. Like they were getting out when we arrived at the cemetery, checking themselves for bleeding and concussions. I was laughing so hard I nearly peed myself. But the person following me, and I didn't know this at the time, but the person following me had one of those dash cams. So his ass caught it on camera.
Sure did.
Into the car going
That's
there.
blackmail material.
Yeah, I have that video. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You can't win for losing. I'm telling you.
My favorite one though is when you're sitting there live on Facebook and Corey's car and he and you say, ah! That was fun.
Yeah, we were going to an investigation. He said, well, Chrissy, why don't you go live? So I go live, and no sooner than the light turns green. Now he's got a Scat Pack Charger. I have the Scat Pack Challenger. No sooner than I went live, he hit that gas. And my face flew back, and I'm live during all this, so I can't.
Yes.
Stop. And I mean, everybody was just dying. Everybody was dying.
And I took that video and I slowed it down. You sound like an angry Chewbacca. She's like, it's awesome.
There's my pops. Hey, Melvin. I love you, pops.
Hey, Melvin. I've heard great things about you from Beth.
He's amazing.
Lord.
I
Is that
love him.
Melvin from Night Stalkers?
Yep.
Hey, Melvin. How you doing, brother?
That's my pops. Good night, Stephen. We love you, honey.
Good
Night,
night.
night,
Good
Steven.
night.
Don't forget to bite the pillow.
Love you.
Well, one of the things is because I see what time it is. Shannon has Paranormal Explorations of America, and I've had the privilege of doing events with her under Paranormal Explorations of America. And I'm wondering what you got going on, sister.
Love you too, Howard, and you're welcome. You needed a break. Tim,
Love you,
hey,
Howard.
what do you mean congrats? On the wedding, or is that what we're talking about still? I'm getting married.
She sure is. Let's go.
Oh,
What's
Big dance.
next
Get married,
is
y'all.
to be seen.
Wait.
There's some.
Chrissy's getting married, not Shannon. Let's.
No.
Oh, yeah. Gracie's getting married.
What did Steven just say on there? I didn't see it. Oh, introduce you to Ray. Absolutely.
well, okay. So, what are you congratulating me on then? Because
The
I
wedding,
see
honey. He said the
no,
wedding.
he said wedding. I came in. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I read that wrong. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes, dear. What are your plans for the future with Paranormal Explorations of America?
Myself, as I told you earlier, I take a lot of breaks and stuff. I just moved cross country, and the last couple of events were kind of stressful for me because I was, planning this big move that nobody even knew about. We were pretty quiet about it, but here the next few months, I'm going to start booking events again. I'm starting a new job, trying to get my son stabilized, enjoying my new life and everything. And I've been very blessed to do some work with everyone at RTL and Flumeri, helping them, working with them and enjoying that time with Ray and investigating with him and Rachel and Kevin and Pat and Dallas and, all them on his. It's been really amazing and fun. We have a really good time. The road trips are so fun. So, there's going to be more stuff coming, but I'm taking it at my own speed because I'm just loving doing what we're doing. And so I've actually was scouting out some places today, but who knows when it's going to happen. Like I said, I'll never put a timeline. Ray just did this like I was brown nosing. Shut up. But it's just like the last couple of events were really stressful for me because of all the things that happened with the travel plans and the expenses and everything. And I just want to, I only had like a couple hours of sleep in 36 hours. So I'm trying to get everything really stabilized right now so that but I'm ready to get my feet wet again. But there's so much in Virginia and all the states around here. Like I'm loving living here. I absolutely love it. And I
You
cannot
call me.
wait.
You call me, you come to North Carolina. I'm in Georgia.
Well, I want to do some stuff in South Carolina. Actually, I was talking to Beth about it earlier. There's
Yep.
some stuff I'm scouting out. A lot of my family's from there, and gave put a bug in my ear, and I did a little bit of research, and I'm like, oh.
A lot of
So,
good history in that area.
Yes.
yeah. So who knows what's next? I'm playing it by ear, and I'm doing it out of love and enjoying it, and I'm enjoying working with good people, and just
Ooh.
I retract sometimes a little bit, but I don't go away. There's a lot of good things in my life going on, and I'll never stop. I come and go in spurts. But right now, I'm really enjoying. Like I started a new job on Monday. I'm actually flying to Dallas. How cool is this? I'm flying to Dallas Fort Worth on Saturday. My new job, my training, my corporate training is like in my hometown, so I get to be around family. It's full of expense paid trip. So I'm going to start that new job. The one I've had the last couple months has not allowed me the availability to do much investigating, to do much of anything. So this new job, I control my hours, it's salary, it's going to be great. So I'm getting my feet wet again. I'm feeling like, okay, I can breathe again. Things are stabilizing. So yeah, I'm starting to scout out again, but I just want to work with people that I love and meet new people. That's it. I didn't want to connect with spirit in different locations, feel different energy. So like, what's up next? Who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna go where the wind takes me and just enjoy the ride. To be honest, I mean that's how I live my life anyway. So
Might as well, honey.
you know me, Beth. I'm just like
Yes, I do, hon. We got a
I'm
lot going
happy.
on, and
Yeah.
that's very well seen. And I'm just glad, you're seeing different parts. You lived in Texas your whole life, and now you over here on
Well,
the East Coast with
actually,
us.
I've lived in Florida. I've lived in Atlanta. I've lived in Vegas a couple times. I lived in Arkansas. You know, I was a wandering soul a lot of my life.
Well, I'm saying
But
for the most
no,
part.
but yes, predominantly yes, Texas and a little bit Florida for the most part, because my dad lives in Florida and my mom lives in Texas, and so yeah. I mean, I'm loving it here. I'm absolutely like, there's so much amazingness here. The spirits are very forward here. I love that. They're very outgoing. Hold on, somebody's wanting to sip real quick. Good night, love you.
Oh.
Aw.
Yeah. They said, oh. So I just, like I said, I don't know what's next. I'm just gonna do what feels good and have fun and work with whoever and do whatever. And like I said, I don't try to put all these like guidelines and restrictions and expectations on myself like I used to, because all it did was stress me out. So I'm just gonna enjoy the passion and see where it goes. Who knows?
You
I want to
got
work
this,
with
sister.
all you guys, though. Oh yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt.
we gotta make it happen. We got
And
to all
one
have
thing,
a trip.
October 22nd,
Yeah, baby.
Kosciuszko, Mississippi. It's a Flumeri event. It's one of Ray's events. He started this event like, Lord, at the beginning of the year, but it's in October. It's going to be me, Beth, Eileen, and Ray as the investigators, and it's the Attala County Jail plus the
Oh.
Old Southern Funeral Home. Both of them, $45 for the whole night, and it's going to
Can't
be
beat that.
really.
Yay,
No, you can't beat
Shelby.
that. You
Yay,
can't beat
Shelby
that,
gonna be
and we
there.
need to like let people know about that one, because that one's going to be fun, because it's going to be us all getting together. There's other people coming to that event that that are getting tickets
Hey,
and stuff like
Christy.
that.
Road trip.
Yes,
I don't get
So
you.
I'm telling you,
get ready, let's go.
it's going to be fun. It's going to be a weekend thing, and it's I really encourage people to come. For one, the price point is great, and two, it's like road trip to be with family and have a good time and investigate 2 locations. Just have a good time. Oh, Steven. Yes, he's
Oh,
very
my
sweet.
sweet pops running around somewhere naked.
Shelby.
Naked.
Shelby.
That's the southern thing, y'all. Naked, and
Shelby.
naked.
Y'all don't know what's going on in the camera.
Well, and there's going to
I'm
be,
kidding.
I am going to do a healing circle while we are there, and I will be doing readings throughout the night.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and it'll be affordable. It's not like, I'm going to charge out the butt. And if I'm not the person to deliver the message, I will be completely honest and tell you, hey, I'm not the person that needs to give you that message. So,
Hey, Bruce and Norma. Norma has done nothing but boast about how amazing her experience was, because
I'm so
of
glad.
everything that was going on. You weren't able to make Old Park, which is completely understandable. But you were able to talk to some people, and you did lives with us, with the people there, as far as, video chatting. And Norma really enjoyed that time with you. Bruce and Norma, I can't I don't want to call them my clients. They're my friends.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
such a beautiful, amazing people, and I can't wait to see them. I get to have dinner with them next Friday in Dallas, and they've been so supportive of me. They're the people in the background that aren't in the field, but
Ernie, just give me a hug.
they're amazing.
I really enjoyed that. Nora's very, very sweet, and I need to reach back out to her. Oh, Shelby,
Hey, Shelby.
that was a very emotional night, Shelby.
I was there.
Yep.
Yes, it was.
And
That makes people cry in a good way.
yeah, I'm starting to get a complex about making people cry.
You changed my mom's life, so
I love Mama.
you gave me my mama back. So yeah.
I love her dearly, and I need people to always remember. You may come to me and tell me, "Hey, I want a reading." Sometimes you don't need a reading. You need some healing.
Yeah, yeah, true that.
And, I love being a part of people's journey to the healing process, and, watching them open their eyes and see what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very beautiful thing. Very beautiful.
Or just like when we were at Waverly with me and Ethan, when our friend Kat came through for us.
That was Ricky. We had a moment.
Yeah.
and it was a very beautiful moment as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed that. Me and Ricky sitting up in the uh what was that, the break room,
Break room. Yeah. Yep.
and
Second or
that's
third
the
quarter.
kind of thing I love. I love
Yep.
I love doing that. And I'll be honest, yeah, Ernie was with us as well.
Yep. Ernie was there. Yep.
Um People don't
Yeah,
realize
that,
that's
that
not
whole floor
always
came
bad.
alive for us that night. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah. And
That
Ethan
was.
had so much fun.
Oh yeah. No, he still talks about it to this day. I mean, I'll never forget that bobbing of that nurse's hat as we were seeing all that shit. But
Yeah.
literally walk around the nurse's station, saw the back white part of her hat. And I'm like, what
Ricky's like,
the
"Did you
fuck?
see that?"
Yeah, yeah.
I helped Chrissy order a pizza.
Listen, and you didn't ship it to Indiana, Christy. What?
Listen, it was the worst thing ever because
Listen.
when you call Papa John's, which there were only a few places that would deliver, you get like the call center for Papa John's. So
Yeah.
then they transfer you to the store you need.
Excuse me.
Good night, Anita. Have a good
I
night,
want to
Anita.
talk to Daddy, not Papa. I want to talk to Daddy John.
It took what, Beth, an hour and 20 minutes for me to order that freaking pizza?
An hour and 20 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you got more patience than me. I would have been like, we're going hungry. I can't deal with
I'm
that.
a fat kid. I can't go without
Shut
eating.
up.
Girl, stop it.
And before I forget, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, because this is the one thing I don't want to forget to do before I have to go. If you have not been to Octagon Hall in Franklin, Kentucky, it is a must. It should be on the bucket list. There's a lot going on at Octagon Hall right now. They're having a meet and greet on August 27th. It's a $10 admission. It's going to be a good time for everybody. Brandon Ellis is hosting that event. There's a really big event, and I'm going to put that out there right now, that is coming up. I believe it's September 30th and October 1st. One of my favorite human beings, Serenity Jenny and Dave Spinks, are doing a 2-day event. They're only selling 10 tickets. It's going to be amazing. And don't forget the novice hunts in October. They've got Whiskey Tango Foxtrot that will be there, doing some of them. The Vixens from Nashville, all female team, they'll be doing a couple of them. And of course, the Night Stalkers with my pops here, Melvin, that's in here. And my because I have two dads, I got Barry Gaunt and Melvin. They keep me in line. That's probably the only two men I listen to.
That's probably true.
What about Billy? Where's Billy?
Oh well, I listen to Billy too. I love Billy, Tanya, all of them.
Man, I love him too. He's such an awesome.
They're my family.
Shout out Bear too.
They're amazing human beings, and if you have not gotten to experience that, you are definitely missing out.
Every time I get together with Billy at OSPH, shit goes crazy.
Yeah, Billy and Tanya are amazing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That whole team is just, they set the bar high for the rest of us because they do it the right way.
They do.
And so
yeah, Octagon Hall's where I've been trying to get us. That's where I want to go.
And for those of you who don't know and don't follow Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, there is a meet and greet November the 12th, and it's the 3rd annual. I've been to the last 2. They were amazing. It's at the Old Stone Jail in Franklin, Kentucky, and I was hoping all, my lovely family could make it out. And, you meet some amazing people and spend some time with family. You're right, Ernie. I don't. They try.
And there's some
Ernie and Todd try so hard.
No, I don't listen to y'all.
And there's some surprise events coming up too.
Yes, there are. I love you, Rachel.
Rachel, I love you, girl.
Good night.
Good night, honey.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I
She's
couldn't.
a blessing.
I figured I'd let Shannon talk about the surprise events because, I'm not good at that.
We're not talking about them yet.
The surprises, Steph. They're surprises.
Well, one, it's not my place, and two,
Melvin.
there's some good stuff coming that I'm so glad to be a part of. So
Well, when's the big reveal?
November.
That's when
You're welcome.
Okay.
There's going to be a naked turkey, and it's going to
Yes.
dance across the screen.
Can I spank it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can grease that turkey on up there, Ricky.
I embarrass people all the time in the grocery store. If I see ham, I'll tap it. They'll look at me and I'll be like, because I thought it was sexy.
I have pictures of me smacking a real turkey's ass at nighttime. In my scrubs when I used to be working in the hospital. I was literally.
Jesus,
you
take the wheel.
You dig back far enough into my Facebook page, you'll see it. His name was Floyd.
He even had a name.
Name for a turkey.
Yeah.
Dark Shadow Paranormal and History. Is that in Canada or where are you talking about?
Ontario.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
There's
Awesome.
a lot of great investigators out of Canada.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of really good history up that way too.
Yeah, Melvin, I'm sorry, Pops.
Y'all are sick. Why are we sick?
Oh, come on now. Why? Are you asking why? Listen.
We're not turkey naked. That's why.
But you still love me. You still love me with all my problems.
Yep.
I'm his special kid.
I'm just saying he was talking about being naked. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he thinks it's sick, but we're not spanking the turkey naked. So.
I mean, okay.
I love that part about you. Okay, or you're what?
You see what?
I love when she goes. Wait, what? Hell yeah.
Or Chad.
I can't take him sometime. He knows that.
He does
It's
stay
after
naked.
bedtime. Go to sleep, little one.
Says naked.
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 There's two different stages of naked. There's naked and naked.
I think that's Todd.
It probably is. Todd, is that you?
Yeah, Chrissy, who's naked behind you? I see a bare foot.
Todd better not be naked. Leanne will choke somebody.
I love just like the last time I said, hey, Chrissy, what's that going on behind you?
Well, he's dressed right now, so we don't have to worry about a naked person rising up in the bed.
Well, I know it was asleep the last show. I was like, Chrissy, behind you.
Because he was naked.
Was somebody did I miss it? Was somebody naked behind Shannon?
No, Jason was naked behind me on one of the shows.
Well, I knew that, but I'm talking about right now.
Oh, he's naked behind her. Like,
oh, it's Eileen.
Eileen.
Well, she was Eileena.
Eileena.
And now she's back to being Eileen.
Eileena, what kind of ratchet white name is that?
Wait, does he live in North Carolina? I thought he lived out near Texas.
Well, he said he's in Savannah, Georgia for the next 3 months.
Oh, I thought he said he was gonna be there in 3 months.
I have questions.
I have to go back. I don't know. Enoch, where are you at right now?
Enoch, we all in your business, bruh.
I miss home though. Georgia was my home for the most part. I miss it.
I don't, and I'm here.
No, yeah. I know why.
I can see you now, sister. I can see you now.
I left my glasses. I can't see.
I thought somebody came up naked behind you. I'm like, did somebody come up naked behind Shannon? Is that why she's gone? What's going on?
I had a party. Oh, Michelle LeBaron just messaged me to love you, sister. She's working tonight. Everybody say she's gonna watch it later. So Michelle LeBaron.
I
We love you
love
so much.
Michelle.
She's my
My
girl,
sister.
just like Beth. Yes, love that girl. She's a true blue, like good person and gold. Like I love her just like I
Okay.
do Beth, and now Chrissy's. I can't
Okay.
see. Hold on.
Now I know Enoch is closer, so yeah, we need to plan something with him. But it's hard to get anything here in Georgia because yeah, don't even get
Yeah.
me
Oh,
started.
yeah. It is. Georgia is something else. I'll say that it's everywhere in Georgia. It is one of the most hardest states I've ever had to deal with trying to get any kind of investigation going.
It's not easy.
Born in
Florida's
Savannah,
kind
Georgia,
of the same in a way.
to my fourth son.
If you know somebody in Florida, you're straight. But even in
Well,
Georgia, if you know
but
somebody,
yeah, you can get in, but it's just like they don't really like partake too much into the actual events and stuff like that, which is
Like in the South, say Georgia, it's illegal to go into cemetery at night. Up here, all you got to do is call the popo and be like, hey, we're so
going in.
we're an investigation team.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay.
not
When I first
here.
got there, I was like, that easy?
They
That's
lock them down. They lock
Oh,
them
yeah.
down here because there's so much vandalism.
Oh, yeah. People break in and do drugs there, too. It's bad.
No,
They will destroy cemeteries. It's sad.
especially in
can't.
the city.
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
get my glasses. I left them in the bathroom. I can't see. Hold on one second. I'm like
Okay.
struggle busted. Hold on.
Yeah, Georgia is not. I mean, they are to certain people, but that depends on whose ass you're kissing, and I'm not gonna do it. So,
Right. That is like, can you really trust anybody that says that to go to that cemetery? It's like, no, I need definitive, guaranteed because I'm not about to get busted.
Well,
Okay, so I
Dark
go to the
Shadow
bathroom.
Paranormal, you should message me. We can talk about the history and
yeah.
evidence you have and things you've done. We'll put you on the podcast.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
send me a message, Chrissy Baggett.
Darn it! Look at that last word.
Wendigo?
The Wendigo.
Yep.
I knew I was
Earlier we
gonna
were
see
talking
it.
about
I knew I was gonna see it somewhere. Yeah, down here. Yeah. Well, Savannah. What they have done to Savannah is modernize it, but what they did was they let it go into ruins first. I mean, you could have a beautiful historic home and then a trap house next door.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Savannah's scary at night.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm that person. I'm going into those areas, so I'm strapped. It's no big deal. But
They strapped or get clapped. I even
yeah,
keep that thing on me. 1843.
looks like we're gonna have a gathering. We're gonna call up Enoch and have a gathering in his area of the woods.
Ricky.
Sounds like a party.
It's we have okay. Night Pops, I love you, honey.
Melvin.
Right downtown Atlanta, we have Oakland Cemetery, which is
Oh, yeah.
It was where the mayor of Atlanta watched Sherman burn Atlanta. It was his house, and it is now it's the offices for Oakland Cemetery. It is considered the second oldest cemetery in Georgia. There's another one. It's called we have Westview and Eastview. They're both historic. One of them was actually a tourist attraction in the 50s and the 60s. It is huge. It is a beautiful cemetery. It has a mausoleum that is huge. It looks like a castle.
Oh, wow.
And it has more burials than any other cemetery in the state of Georgia.
Oh, smoke.
Yeah, and it's the largest. But
And we have some big old cemeteries in Georgia.
yes, we do. But they lock everything down. You will go to jail if they catch you in a cemetery at night
No question that.
in Georgia.
Yep.
That's sad.
Yeah. They don't
think it's-
care if you're, a person that's mourning and grieving, and they don't
Yep.
care.
No.
Chrissy, you
What?
got a channel? Top left. Chrissy, you got a channel?
Well, I mean, I'm on 4 podcasts on this network and I'm a co-owner.
And her fans only.
Oh, listen.
You got that
Listen.
OnlyFans, eh?
I
Or there
can't.
you go. I can't even say the name right. I don't even know.
I told you I've never been on it, so I didn't even know what it was called. I had to ask my kids, "What is that?"
That's where you go sell pictures of your butthole and your feet. That's what I heard.
I
Oh,
cannot.
wow.
That's
Eileen
crazy.
said, my friend just found a child's tombstone in front yard. It was
No.
buried.
Wow. That would be unsettling.
Where at, Eileen?
In her friend's front yard.
Shut up.
Rookie,
I knew it.
listen.
Listen.
I
You need to get
Listen.
together, sir.
stop it.
Make me listen.
And I think I've watched some of Dark Shadows on their YouTube before.
I think I've watched them on YouTube, and I think they're on my
They
TikTok.
sound familiar.
It sounds familiar for sure. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna look
I know
into
they're
that.
on my TikTok. That I do know.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what this is all about. We meet people from all over the world, and we all, most of us, I'm not going to say all of us, share the same, passion for the field, and it's a wonderful thing to share and learn from one another.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And that's what I love about what we do, because everybody can learn from everybody, whether you've been in the field 2 minutes or you've been in the field 30 years,
Yeah.
Yeah, we all share the same passion and have the want and need to mingle with everybody and
Yep.
share thoughts and just fellowship together.
That's
This all
one of
began
my
at a.
favorite things about what we do is just the family and the connections it brings, Don't get me
See,
wrong, I love investigating paranormal, but
we need a day for let's get together and all have fun and catch up. Then the second day we go investigate.
yes, listen,
I
we need to
I
get
have-
it together, y'all.
I have something to say here real quick. Okay, so last year, Eileen will tell you, I want to do an annual para camp out. Last year we did it like when the ice storm hit. We were pitching tents in snow. But the year's winding down. In early fall, I want to do like pick somewheres where everybody can kind of get together, 30, 40 of us in the field, bring your tents, we're bonfire, we'll pick a location there. So one of the 3 nights, 2 or 3 nights, we do a quick like 5, 6 hour investigation or event or something like that. And we bonfire, we have a good time, we let loose. I got to do it before the year's over.
And we got to make sure we bring little Scotty with us because he's going to be our live entertainment for the night.
Yes. Yes. I mean, Eileen was there. Eileen and David Childers were there. We had like 30 people, not February. We had like 30 people signed up for it, and everybody backed out because that was the big ice storm. That was the big one. And we were literally freezing balls, burning tires. I couldn't breathe for like a week to stay warm.
Shannon was stranded. She was able to make it back to Texas.
10 days I was gone away from my son. I was like, it was, but I was stranded at Jefferson Hotel. Like for like 7 of those days, I was at Jefferson Hotel, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? Well, let's go around and look. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, Dark Shadows. You can find me on both Facebook and YouTube under Pararealm Encounters. That's PARAREALM Encounters. It's the same for both platforms.
Yeah, and I do have a YouTube, but I don't put out. I don't put out.
She's a prude. She's a prude.
My
Facebook is
prude.com. Prude.com.
Wicked Woman Paranormal LLC, and I'm also part of the Black Wolf Paranormal and Wicked Wolfpack Productions.
And Paranormal Explorations.
And Paranormal Explorations. And Backroads Paranormal. And Terminus Paranormal. And hell, I'm with everybody.
Paranormal.
I'm just with everything. I'm with Paranormal Penis as well, which is out of Indiana. They often refer to us as Neighborhood Watch.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Excitement. Naughty investigation squad.
Oh, yes, and then there's also Paranormal Against Missing and Exploited Children that Eileen Jones and I created, and
Yeah.
it's a very good cause because the reason being so many of us in the field come from different walks of life. There's a lot of truck drivers, um, motorcycle clubs. I mean, you name it, we are it, and we're on the road constantly. So,
Mm-hmm.
And we all live in different parts of the country.
yeah.
I read.
But I do now want a thermal because of Jason. I have to have a thermal.
I can't. Ricky, I didn't tell you. You were on the other shit. Listen, we were out at 1812.
Oh my God.
Okay, listen. Amber
Okay, listen.
had her thermal gun scanning the area, right? So Jason, in his infinite wisdom of being, new to investigating, decides that he's going to walk directly in front.
And piss?
No, in front of the thermal camera. It really lit up all the man had. Let me tell you.
All his junk.
Well, there's all Jason's junk, and I turned and I looked. I said, "Ah!"
You said that's paranormal.
Jason was like,
Hey, we can't take him nowhere.
"I'm telling you," I said, "I don't care. Stop showing your penis, sir. That shouldn't have such a strong heat signature."
Yeah, it should. Yeah,
Okay.
it should.
We're gonna need to call an exorcist and check that out because
I'm just saying.
I mean, I thought only Shannon and I had crazy stuff like that happen when we got
Thermal
together.
underwear. Eileen.
You need thermal
Yes.
underwear.
Well, Shannon, one place you might want to check out for that is Lake Shawnee.
I want to check that out. I've always wanted to check that place out. It's just
Denise
so
and Ernie
cool.
have been there a few times. And you
Isn't
can
that
camp.
close to Sweet
You can
Springs?
camp there. You can camp there.
Right. And it's close to Sweet Springs Sanatorium, isn't it? Or somewhere in that area.
I think so. I'm not real sure.
Eileen, I had not just used it, ma'am. That was a few hours prior. I'm
And
just
if-
saying.
Ah!
And if anyone wants to like have a weekend getaway that's like not too far, just a quick trip to go investigate, whether it's a location or a cemetery or just scout. I love scouting. I love getting on the road and scouting. I haven't done that in so long. Like that's how I kind of got started in doing events was I enjoy hitting the road and scouting. If anybody ever wants to spend a weekend doing that, man, hit me up. Like that's what I enjoy about it. It's almost like the thrill of the hunt, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
And so
And I
like
mean,
yeah,
you're
like
discovering new stuff along the way. You can't beat that. So
building new bonds, making new relationships, connecting with different spirits. You're learning, you're learning, and that's so important. And I just want to keep that going. I want to keep that passion going because it's I'm happy now in my life, so I want to keep that going.
Sorry.
Well, where did that come from?
I wonder. Oh,
listen.
I was gonna say.
I was waiting on you to stop talking, but I accidentally clicked it. So I'm just gonna say
That's
this is
okay.
our
I got you.
FearCon 2023 Fear Fest in New Orleans. So
New Orleans.
be following us. And Shannon.
Howard, you better clear that couch off because I'm falling asleep there.
What were you saying, baby?
Trying to get that back up that gives your.
Oh, it's easy. www.paranormalexplorationsofamerica.com. I haven't updated my pictures in there for a while, but it kind of gives you an idea. You can find me on Facebook. My TikTok's kind of dorky, but I mean, go and watch a Ghost from My Life series premiere. You can get my phone number because everybody else has it now. Shit. Yeah, they showed my car magnetic on the show, and I have gotten like well over 1,000, almost 2,000 like contacts about like just so much crazy stuff from that. But yeah, you can hit me up on any way you want. I'm open. If you go to my website, I have links there to connect with me on any kind of social media. You're welcome to text me anything. I love people, and yeah, I'm ready to road trip. So who's down?
Ooh, I like what he's talking about.
Ooh, what did I miss?
He's
Boy.
got a perfect location in mind for a camping paranormal adventure at the beach, too. I'm down, bruh.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
looking. Like, you piqued my interest.
Hey, Crystal.
I missed that one. Oh yeah. You know, of course.
And I hadn't been to the beach in over a decade. Well over a decade.
I live right
Well,
by
Enoch,
it, but
Enoch,
yes.
do share.
Enoch, set it up. We can do it. We got to do it before it gets cold and when it's not too hot. Not in
Yep.
Yeah.
February. So just get together and bonfire, and everybody contributes, and bring your tents and just have fun.
We got you, bruh.
Crystal,
We'll send it.
I was just talking about how much I miss and love you and Steven. It's been so long.
Yeah, because I'm not
Crystal.
wearing a Bucky's bikini.
Listen, I can't.
I thought you were about to say you're not wearing a bra. I'm like, what the fuck? That was random.
Honey, what I'm quoting around, I'm going to have a bra on at all times. I am not that woman.
I'm taking my glasses off. I can't see nothing now. I actually can't. No, fuck that. I can't do it. It's getting bad. I can't see anymore.
Shannon Rogers.
Not in a snowstorm.
Oh no, we were playing in the burning tires, playing drinking games, drinking card games. Oh yeah, it was a mess. We had so much fun though. Like Eileen, don't even act like you didn't have the time of your life, because no matter what, it was epic. We had
y'all had little Scotty Wilson there with y'all. Oh my God!
Holy crap! That just whoa! Because I was on the phone. I was on the phone with her, Eileen, and David, and it was hysterical. David kept going, "Save me!" But I like it so much. Help me! I love it.
In my timeline, like when I go back in my timeline on Facebook, there's videos that we went live, and I'm like, Eileen, get away from the fire! All right, it's your turn. Read your drunk card.
Oh my God!
That was a fun.
Damn.
That was a fun weekend. Like I'll have it in my memory banks forever. Well, it turned into 10 days, but it was great. It was fun.
I had a blast and lasting memories for sure. For sure.
We all have a bunch of those. We've made a lot of memories together.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we are down to the wire. So I want to thank Shannon for coming on.
Please tell me that's a foot behind you.
Yeah, I knew she was gonna catch on eventually.
Who are you talking to? Like looking.
Look behind Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy, go tickle it and see if it shoots straight up.
Oh, he's super ticklish.
Oh shit!
Or you can put an emoji heart over it, like that picture.
Oh my God!
You've been telling my secrets.
That's where
Courtney, I love you, Courtney.
Love letters from Kelly.
Oh, look, he moved his foot. He must have heard us talking about him.
He's
All
like,
right,
yeah, come over here and suck my toe.
Thanks for tuning in. Just so you guys know, Beth Allen, myself, and Eileen Jones have a new show that launches this Friday.
I can't wait.
8 p.m. Eastern. So tune in, because it's going to be a blast, just like tonight was. Until then, peace, love, and kindness. And we'll talk to you later.
Have a good night.
Bye.